Alright, you guys, we're back again. I'm cooking bourbon chicken in the kitchen on Kaleighs Kooking Kreations. So today we'll be cooking some chicken, of course, bourbon chicken. And I'll be using a little liquor since we don't have any children under the age of 21 in our household. And yes, it will be very tasty, and I'll be serving it over rice with some vegetables on the side. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so for our chicken today, we're going to start with preferably about 3 large chicken breasts. Two of mine weren't that big, so I had to actually get 2 smaller pieces to make them large as the other one. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and cut these chicken breasts up in large cubes. Then we're going to cook them on the stove in a little bit of oil. Alright. You always want to keep your fingers out of the way when you're cutting meat. Alright, straight up and down. No slanted fingers. I think I may need a different knife. Alright, I'll be back, you guys. So back to cutting up our meat. Got a better knife now. Alright, we're just cutting in large cubes. You want them about that size, because of course when you cook chicken it will shrink. Alright, so I'm going to finish cutting up these chicken breasts and we'll be right back with you. Stay tuned. Alright, you guys, on to the next step. I just finished cutting up my chicken. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn the stove on, and we'll go ahead and put some oil in there and cook up our chicken. I'm putting it on about medium high. Go ahead and heat up. We'll add 2 tablespoons of grapeseed oil to the recipe. That's 1. And 2. And that's just to keep our chicken from sticking. While that's heating up, I'm going to go ahead and put some seasoning on our chicken. We'll put a little chili powder. And a little salt. We'll just mix it up over here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands right quick. And we'll swish our oil around in the pots so it's evenly coated. Like so. Put back on the eye. Now go ahead and start adding my chicken. You're going to let that cook for a little bit. Alright, I'll be right back with you guys for the next step. Alright, you guys, so I just finished cooking the chicken. Now I'm taking it out of my pan so we can make the sauce to go with it. Alright, get all the chicken out. Okay, and now we're going to prepare our sauce. First we'll put our salt and pepper on in. Okay, now we're going to use some garlic. We're going to use about a clove of garlic. Guesstimate with that. It's about a clove. Alright, now I'm going to cut up my ginger. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use this knife to cut off this top part. That right in, like so. We need a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. Then I'm going to add in, well, we have our chili. Normally I would add red pepper flakes, but since I don't have any, I'm using chili powder as a substitute. And you would need 3/4 teaspoon of that, as well as 1/3 cup of brown sugar. And 2 tablespoons of ketchup. One and 2. Okay, we also want 1/4 cup of apple juice. Less than 1/3. And a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Mix it up real good. 1 tablespoon. And we're also going to use 1/3 cup of soy sauce. If I can get it open. Okay, that's 1/3 cup of soy sauce. Alright, and last we'll add our bourbon. I actually have whiskey, so we're going to use that instead. And it says a quarter to a half a cup. I think I'm going to do a quarter of bourbon and about a fourth of water. We'll go ahead and turn that heat up and get everything mixed together. That's about how it should look in your pan. Y'all can see that. Just like that. Have our garlic and our ginger, soy sauce, apple cider vinegar, apple juice, ketchup, all mixed in one. So we want it to get to boiling just a little bit. And we'll add our chicken in and let it simmer for about 20-25 minutes. Alright you guys, so we have our sauce sizzling and simmering over here. I'm going to go ahead and add the chicken back in. And we're going to let it simmer all together for about 20-25 minutes. And it will be all done. So let's go ahead and coat our chicken in the sauce before we leave it to simmer. Okay. Just covering all with sauce. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and let this get back to boiling. Let it simmer for 20 minutes and we'll be right back. Alright you guys, I just got through cooking the chicken, letting it cover and simmer for about 20-25 minutes. Of course we lowered the heat after it started boiling, and that 20 minutes is now up. We're ready to make our plate. Alright, I haven't gotten the vegetables ready yet, but I am going to show you all the main dish so you get the gist of things. Everyone knows how to heat vegetables, I'm sure, in season. So here we go. I'm going to start by adding the rice to the plate over here. And just to make it a little pretty, I'm going to put it in a measuring cup so we can have a nice presentation on our plates. Okay, just fill the measuring cup up with rice. Press and turn. Alright, and it should come right out for you. Voila! We have rice. Okay, we'll go ahead and add our meat, our chicken. Okay, I'll add a spoonful on here. Add that right on the side there. Okay, then I'm going to add a little sauce on top. There you have it. I do have my husband here to my left, Mr. Zed, and he's going to be our taste tester. You have a fork?
I don't, but do you have one, dear?
Yes, I do.
All right.
There you go.
It smells and looks great. Make sure you blow. Just made love to my mouth. Slow and repeatedly.
You alright, honey?
This has made me do things you can never do.
Alright, well, there you have your answer on how good it tastes. He did his job very well.
I'm satisfied.
Enjoy, you guys. Till next time.